Ep.14 of A Brief History of Nothing. I'm not in fact Ray.
I am in fact Ray. He's not in fact Ray, he's Brian.
Yes, I'm James. And this is Brian. And later on he will serenade us with one of his songs.
Alright.
If you insist.
Okay.
Our first item tonight, well, we have mummies in Egypt. Yes.
And daddies.
Yes. It's like what Turing was confused. His daddy was in fact a mummy. His daddy was also crazy, but...
It explains so much.
Anyway, they estimate about 8 million mummified dogs and a couple of cats and foxes and a few other things. But primarily dogs have been found near in underground catacombs near a temple dedicated to Anubis, near Saqqara in Egypt, which is south of Cairo. The reason it's quite late in the piece, because they in Egypt they suspect they did it to hide it from like the Persians and the Greeks, to sort of have their keep their religious practices intact.
Yep.
People messing up your temples.
Yeah, that's you don't want people messing up your temples.
I hate it when the Persians mess up my temples. It's
horrible.
Apparently a lot of people have had that issue over the years.
Including the Greeks, actually.
Including the Greeks, yeah.
Yeah, and then they went and messed up the Egyptian temples. And you think they would have known and felt sorry for the Egyptians, wouldn't you?
Yeah.
Well,
But yes, animal cults were a thing in the New Kingdom in Egypt, because it's not like Egyptian religion wasn't just like our religion that they all believed. It was diverse. It was, there was many cults throughout Egypt that were dedicated to specific gods, and these were, they suspect because where they were, they suspect these were mummified in honor of Anubis, so that when they croaked it, they would get safe passage through the afterlife, because that's what Anubis was for, was funerals and all the rest of it.
Or did they just want to send Fido to the underworld with them? It's like, hey, puppy! Sorry.
Right.
Okay.
Anyway, and in further news, for something really old, and now I'm going to talk about something really modern, is that NASA are finally planning to send a mission to Europa. They suspect there's an ocean under the ice,
Right.
and they want to have a further investigation of the ice to confirm this.
Right.
I don't know if they haven't said anything about sending something under the ice, but again, we'll see.
Right. Okay. Now, our...
Science experiment.
Yes.
Hold this,
Voila.
please.
Sure.
It is a coil of wire around a piece of PVC pipe.
Yes.
And we've been putting a neodymium magnet through it.
Yes.
And we're seeing if we can actually get a current.
So,
This
is
a
our ongoing quest to see...
Can they see? Yep, they can see it. It's probably... Yep.
It's our ongoing quest to see if we can make something charge a mobile phone.
Yes. That isn't like plugging into a PowerPoint.
Yeah.
And I think we got, a whole, micro amp there.
Whoa, go crazy.
Now, where did the magnet actually go? There it is.
So, this
magnet.
we need to improve on this system. So
Yeah.
next week we'll go crazy.
We've got two walls, one red, one black.
So we'll go crazy and wind a whole heap of wire down this tube, and see what we can come up with, and see if we can come up with enough voltage and enough current to charge a mobile phone.
Yes, so we'd be like, I can't do it, and you keep just dropping this thing through a phone to try and get it to charge. So imagine someone in the street going, "What are you doing?" So, my phone is flat!
Would it be more effective if it was a perpetual motion thing? Like you can get something to set up so it's constantly spinning and you don't have to worry about it.
Yeah, so you could actually get... Well, you've seen the experiment where they put a magnet down the top tube.
Yeah.
Yes.
If you could have like a copper donut, hollow copper donut, have a magnet...
Delicious. I think Krispy Kreme's doing them tomorrow.
Yes. Yeah. A little impractical though.
Isn't the bigger version called the Hadron Collider? They went for a big copper donut.
Yeah, they did. But they're all... Yes.
New from Donut King.
But it's generally... You just get a generator if you wanted... Yeah.
Not a sponsor of this episode.
No, Husqvarna, Briggs & Stratton, not sponsors.
Right. Yes. Now, I noticed a couple of your posts on Facebook about education and things this week.
Yeah.
Yes. Did you want to have a bit of a talk about what your thoughts on that are? And
Rant. Go on. Rant.
go for your life.
I just.
I was making sure that I knew exactly where this was. Because this is it's a neodymium, as I said, neodymium magnet. It's very strong, so I'll make sure I know where it is. So someone doesn't go, I'll put it next to the computer monitor.
I was going to suggest you use that to find the magnet when you're looking for it a second ago.
Yeah.
You already found it. Yeah, I just. This schooling system that we have here kind of frustrates me in a lot of ways because it's not respected as it is in like European countries and
Yes.
things like that. So I think there's a famous, I don't know if it's famous, how famous it is, but there's a quote that I know that is, if you judge a fish by the ability it has to climb a tree, then it'll think it's stupid for the rest of its life.
Yes.
And I just think that's a negative image that we've built up with our system, with the other systems that we're basing it on, and it's
Not working.
It's not working, and no one is taking any sort of steps to fix it, and
Yes.
so it's pissing
Because
me
that
off.
would require money and reasoning and
but like
forethought.
in like Germany,
Forethought, yeah.
in Germany, tertiary education is free.
Education should be free from kindergarten to your PhD.
Yes, that's right. I mean, and we have some strange idea that the government goes, oh, I'll give you a tax cut. Well, instead of giving people a tax cut, why don't they take that money that they were going to give back and spend it on education?
Because you're going to have more people going through universities that are earning more money. I know this is somewhat simplistic and there's a bit more to it than that. But if you have more people going through university, you have more people earning more money, therefore paying more income tax.
Okay,
More
if
people
you're going to be
who
that way
pay.
about it, well, you know.
Yeah, that's, again, logic and reasoning, something that we don't sort of see a lot of.
Yes. All right. Now, on this day, June 23rd, for those of us that like computers, a fairly important person in the computing world, mathematician Alan Turing was born on this day and I didn't write down when it was.
Well done, well done, well done.
Also,
The guy that was portrayed in the Imitation Game, because that was
Benedict Cumberbatch, yeah.
Benedict Cumberbatch. Yes, paid him because that was his thing of testing whether or not you're talking to a computer or you're talking to a human being.
Yes. Now, Joss Whedon, for those who like Buffy,
And Firefly,
yeah,
and
and
Angel, and
the odd thing, Marvel.
Yeah, he's getting kind of big lately, yes. People are starting to notice him.
Yes.
yes.
He was born on this day in 1964. And Brian Brown and Australian actors Brian Brown and Joel Edgerton were born on this day.
Whom I have no idea who they are.
Brian Brown, well, quite famous Australian actor. You've been one of the few Australians who don't know who he is.
Well, what does he play? And I'll probably go, oh yeah, that dude.
Yeah. I feel the same way.
Just about everything through the 80s and 90s. The film.
I
the film,
was very little in the 80s and 90s.
The film.
wasn't
Do you
born
remember?
in
Do
the
you remember the
80s.
film Australia?
Yes.
Remember the guy who played the cattle baron, King something or other. That was
I haven't seen Australia, so
Okay.
Good talk.
I mean I see it all the time. I live on the continent, but I haven't seen the movie.
There you go. Now, on this day in 1902, the Benz company trademarked Mercedes as a brand name, so hence Mercedes-Benz came into being.
Yeah, even though Carl Benz had invented his car in 1886,
Yes.
he actually invented, let's get an engine and put it in a carriage, see how that works.
Hey, but don't give it any brakes because that might get exciting.
Yeah.
Once again, I don't know how true this is, but I read this today, that apparently at one point cars were considered greener than horses.
Well, horses poo everywhere.
Yeah, well, yes, that was the reason.
That was yes. You didn't have to worry about trotting in horse shit if there was cars around. True, breathing the carbon monoxide exhaust, little bit of a downer, but
But
Tell me, what's carbon monoxide?
there used to be people whose job it was to sweep
Yes.
horse poo off the road so you could cross the road.
Yes. So all those people would have been most put out when cars replaced horses.
Yeah, they were the first people to get their jobs lost by robots.
Yes. On this day in 1314 was the Battle of Bannockburn in Scotland's first War of Independence, and the
Which
typewriter.
they lost.
Well, since they're not independent now.
Yeah, they lost it. They lost it a couple of times.
Yeah, they've lost it recently, only it was a vote.
A vote rather than a war.
Yeah, they didn't decide
They-
to just
they-
storm
they-
London.
They've decided.
We're going to take the Queen's house!
Oh dear.
While not wearing underwear.
Yeah! I'm going to moon you! Isn't that what the Scottish do in the Braveheart?
Yes,
Yeah.
yes. Up the Khyber Pass, carry on movie, carry on up the Khyber
That
Pass.
sounds like a euphemism. Up the Khyber Pass.
Yeah, carry on up the. That's how in the carry on team the Scottish regiment, fictional Scottish regiment, keeps the natives under control. The natives are about to attack, and they all turn around and lift the back of the kilts.
Ah, okay. So that's where that comes from. Right.
Now Christopher Latham Scholes, of course, is a household name.
No,
Sure.
no, not really.
Was granted a patent for the typewriter in 1868.
Which is where we get the QWERTY keyboard from, which is better than... Don't, just... Dvorak is crap. Just... Why do people go, oh, Dvorak is... But no, it's crap.
Isn't it supposed to be more efficient?
It's supposed to be, but it's not.
Well, since everyone's used to QWERTY, then yeah. But, I mean,
And
there's no way to tell because everyone's used to QWERTY.
And the big one on this day, the Roman Emperor Vespasian died.
May he rest in peace.
Yes. Well, that would have been 23rd of June on their calendar, on the Roman calendar, not the Gregorian calendar.
It's not making things difficult, James.
Yes.
There is actually a
Go and
difference.
sit in the corner. All right.
Pick one.
Now,
Brian is going to perform a song, so James and I will get out of his road and let him.
so we don't get bashed with a guitar by accident,
Yes.
or
Yeah.
or on purpose, either one.
Yeah, I'll just...
All right.
Okay. Brian.
Alright, this is one of mine. I haven't... Before I did this, I hadn't played it for a while, but... What does it mean when she says, love me? I don't know. Does it mean she is saying, protect me? Because I will, but I don't know. Should I really feel this way? Are we really on our way? Do you feel things inside? Things I always try to hide, I don't know. Are we really all that great? Will our love turn to hate? Did we realize just in time? I don't want to waste our life, I don't know. Oh. What does it mean when I want to hold you? Because it's true. But I don't know if you want me to kiss you. Is it too soon? But I don't know. Am I pushing you too hard? Putting you on your guard? Cellophane and catchphrase lies. Can you see through my disguise? I don't know. You must have altered all before. As more sleaze walk through the door, you must do what you must, but I don't wanna lose your trust. I don't know. I think she's beautiful, she's charming, and I've never met another that could make me feel the same as I do. And if everyone could see her, then everyone would love her, just not quite in the same way that I do.
Thank you for that, Brian. All right. Okay. Well, that's the show
That's
for
us.
tonight.
Yep.
Okay. Remember, if you like it,
Hit like,
subscribe.
subscribe, and leave
Send
us comments.
Leave us comments. We love comments. All
And-
right.
Alright. See you guys.
See ya.
Bye.